Yeah, nobody yet. It'll take a few minutes. Oh, we may or may not get anybody. I don't know. Yeah, looks like we got one. How's it going today, folks? A little different live than I normally do. I'm road tripping home from Illinois. I don't know if- got the one subscriber. And we got one on. We're back to zero. Let's see what happens this morning. We don't have anybody yet, as far as I can tell. But it's Sunday morning. See if we get any comments or anybody saying hello. Usually I'm in my cowboy attire, but today it's a driving day. We'll just see how it goes. See if I get a few people. Looks like there's 3, 4 of you this morning. How's it going, everybody? I just got a long road trip home, so I figured I'd do a live. I probably still got about another 4 hours of driving today. But I'm just trying to get my viewer count up a little bit too, so I figured, what the heck. Oh, yeah, we're back down to one. We'll give it a half an hour, and nothing goes. We'll just go from there. Oh, morning, everybody. How's everything going? Normally I'm doing this with my cowboy attire on, but today is just a road trip day. Heading home from Central Illinois, so I figured I'd say hello to everybody this morning. If you're 12, I don't know if you can be. Well, there's no guns, but we talk about cowboy stuff in here. How's everybody doing on this Sunday morning? I'm getting ready for some rain here, northern half of Illinois. Heading back up to central Wisconsin. I haven't been to Texas in years. I just figured I'd jump on one of these lives. I haven't done one in a few months since I did one with Slick Slick's YouTube channel. I've been to California, Utah too. I've never got to go and do any shooting out there, but I've been to both many, many years ago. Morning, everybody. Speed bumps. Gotta love Illinois roads. They're bumpy. So if any of you guys that are watching this morning into the shooting sports, cowboy action, long range, anything like that, are you just on to say hello? Traffic slow down. Oh, down to about 3 of you so far this morning. Yeah, I had to go down to Central Illinois to see some family. Got my new bed set up in my truck for when camping at our big shoot coming up here in June in Beloit, Wisconsin. I do all my camping here in my truck. A lot cheaper than a hotel. Kind of nice to sit out there, campground, and just BS with everybody. Oh, well, there's a few of you watching this morning still. Hopefully everybody's had a good weekend so far. And I'll be glad when I get home today. I've been gone since I haven't been home since Tuesday. So I'll be glad to get home tonight. Had to fix one of my rifles while I was down here too. Had a case that broke off on the inside of it. We had to fix that. Oh, now I'm getting into traffic again. Oh, yeah, we'll keep going for a little while. See if anybody's got any questions or just saying hello this morning. Sorry if it's a little bouncy, but like as I said, Illinois roads are not the greatest. bouncy. But they got some real high taxes on them. We're down to looks like one of Ian's again, but we'll just keep plugging along. Having some fun this morning. Oh, hell. Just keep trucking along. See what happens. And there's a few of you in here this morning. I grew up in a town called Booty, Illinois. If you're that ignorant. That's how I got my cowboy alias. I grew up in a little town, Booty, Illinois. So that's what we for my cowboy alias. Just to have some fun. Oh. Oh, I know. I just explained to people just don't know it's a real town. It's one of kind of like Hell, Pennsylvania, or Intercourse, Pennsylvania. It's a weird town name. We're famous for Heine wine. It's one of those towns you blink, you miss. I think there was 120 people there when I grew up. Oh hell! I'm guessing by surfboard you must live on the coast or somewhere where you can go surfing a lot. There's a few people that surf up in Wisconsin, but they're crazy. They do it in the wintertime on Lake Superior. They come out looking like popsicles. Oh, been down there many, many years ago, down in Florida. Lived in Pensacola for a while. Ugh. I'll give her a few more minutes. Morning, Ryan. Yep, I've been down through that area. Used to deliver motor oil down to Miami when I drove a truck in that part of the country. I have been to Brooklyn once, many years ago. I had to deliver motor oil out by the airport out there, LaGuardia. I think that's how you pronounce it. Was not fun in a truck. So how is everybody doing on this Sunday after? Is it afternoon? No, it's still morning here in the central part of the country. It's just 11 o'clock. Okay. Yeah, I don't know that area very well. I know it was Thanksgiving week and it was crazy to get out there. And the tolls were expensive. Yep, I still drive a truck. I just don't go past the Midwest now. I pretty much stay in the Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, Iowa area. I don't venture very far anymore. Cuts into my hobbies too much. Nah, the snow don't bother me. Uh, this spring so far, tail into March, we got 30 inches of snow. A week later, we got a couple inches of ice and an ice storm, and then we got a bunch of rain and flood. Typical for the Midwest. One of our shoots this year, we had to wear rubber boots to go get the targets back out of the shooting area, but we managed. Still had a good shoot. That's what my channel mainly is cowboy shooting and a little bit of ice fishing. Oh, my big one's ice fishing in the wintertime, and then I do cowboy action shooting all summer. I haven't hunted in years, and then I get out on my four wheeler when I can. But most of my weekends are cowboy shooting, usually from April through October, and then we shoot once during the winter. That's what my channel mainly is all my cowboy shooting. I didn't do shooting this weekend. Besides, yesterday we were sighting in an old Winchester rifle. Now, Harley's, yep. I used to have a bike. I realized I didn't need one. I got rid of it. I like speed too much. there's a few of you still hanging around this morning. This is, like I said, my first time at a road trip in live. I'll probably do another one in June when I'm on my way to the annual match for Wrecking on the Rock. I used to have one of the old 1200 Sportster Buells when I was, I think I was 19 when I bought it. I had no business owning that bike. The guy that had it before me had the motor just, it was a race bike, and a 19-year-old does not need that. Granted, the shooting hobbies are not much cheaper than the bike habit, but still fun. Ooh, we're down to one. Nope. We'll give her a little bit more, and we might call it quits for the day. Just a little short one. I think we'll go about a half an hour, and then we'll probably call it quits. I do all my own reloading so I can keep the price down on the rounds. I save quite a bit on my reloading because of that. I spend most of the winter in the reloading room, and that way I don't have to worry about it during the summer. And I don't shoot high dollar rounds. I'm only shooting 38 specials in my guns, and then shotgun shells. Shotguns I don't save a lot, but the pistols I save about $14 a box. Reloading my own. But most big matches I'll drop 200 to 250 rounds in a weekend, if not more. Depends on if I do side matches. Yeah, I couldn't afford to do the shooting if I didn't reload it. It was breaking the bank the first year and a half I did it without reloading. And my parents both shoot with me now, and he shoots 45 long Colts, which are $50, $60 a box. We got it down to about, I think about $20 a box now. But it's a fun hobby to get into. spend a few bucks on shooting a month, and then it's relaxing to me. Made some really good friends at going to these matches over the years. Usually they say you come for the shooting, you stay because of the people. Yep, everybody that I shoot with is pretty laid back in this type of stuff. With the shooting I do, you're not shooting like with some of the other shooting disciplines where there's maybe a prize or a sponsorship deal at the end of it. This, you can't have any sponsors on you. You wear old West Cowboy clothes. And in a big match, you might win a belt buckle. It's just bragging rights for this shooting. So it makes it a lot more fun. It's more laid back. I've won technically two buckles, but the one match they didn't give a buckle away at the state match. I got a real nice plaque. And then one year I did get a buckle because I won my category. I shoot a duelist category where I shoot pistol one-handed, but I shoot what they call a double duelist because I can shoot left-handed also. Usually two single Army action style pistols, an old lever action rifle, double barrel shotgun, an 1897 Winchester shotgun, or an 87 Winchester lever action shotgun. I shoot the old 97. This year I'm going to go do the regional. I don't think I'll place, but I'm going to go have fun. That's a big 3-day match in August. Yep, have a good day, man. I just figured I'd jump on here and have a little fun today and see if there's anybody out there. Hopefully you guys have a good season down there in Florida. Oh, crap. Well, everybody, how's it going, Orange Smoke? It's going good. I'm just doing a little road trip home from Central Illinois. Had to go down and see some family and work on some guns and help sight in a couple of guns. What's that? Morning there, Brooke. Yeah, my dad got a 38-55 Winchester lever action rifle he's going to use for long range buffalo shoots, and we spent yesterday sighting it in. Ran out of shells. He only had, I think, 40, and we burned them up pretty quick. But we got it dialed into about 125 yards with iron sights. And then when I get home tonight and then tomorrow, I got to finish getting this truck ready for the shooting season. Get a good all my camping gear loaded back in for the year. I'll do some video of it. We made a new bed frame and storage system in the truck for camping out of it when we go to big shoots. So I can hook up my air conditioner and my power strip and lights and everything else in the back of the truck. It's way cheaper to camp in my truck than it is at a hotel at some of these shoots, where it costs me $120, $130 a night. In some places, up to $200 a night for a hotel room at some of these bigger matches. When you're there you get there on Thursday night and you don't go home until Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon after the shoot, it gets real pricey real quick, even if you split a room between 2-3 of you. At least with the truck camping, we can build a little campfire, have fun, just relax. There's always a truck stop somewhere close, so I can go there and take a shower, because I get shower credits, a good chunk of them being a truck driver. Yeah. Keep going for a little bit and see how it keeps going. We get a few people in and out. Back in the rain. How's everybody doing? Like I said, I go by Booty Bandit in the cowboy action world, and I figured I'd just do a little live while I'm driving. Oh, yeah, the rain. I'm in northern Illinois right now, and it's lightly raining, nothing horrible. I live up in central Wisconsin, north central. We've been getting a lot of it here lately, too. I prefer winter, but I'm over winter now. I'm ready for my summer so I can do all my shooting. Yeah, I was just down in the southeastern part of Wisconsin, over by Lancaster and all that the other day. I was driving through that area, Dodgeville and all that. I had to come through Dubuque on my way back from Iowa. now I'm getting closer to the Rockford area. If anybody that's watching and likes stuff, go ahead and check out my channel. It's a lot of my cowboy shooting adventures and a little bit of my ice fishing stuff. I'm hoping to do a little more this summer, getting better at editing. Usually during the summer months, I put a video. Generally, I try to put one out every Saturday morning, and then I do shorts throughout the week. I have a little more video this year. I shoot at 2 different clubs, and I'm getting a little bit better at the filming aspect, trying to get the camera set right. Yep, I shoot cowboy action in Ripon. I'll be going down there a couple of weeks for a match. Yeah, I usually bounce between Ripon and Wapaka. Between those 2 clubs are the ones I shoot the most. We're still got a few people watching this morning. Like I said, I'm getting used to doing lives. I don't do them very often.